Thanks to Wendigo Tea for their support. They're keeping each episode steeped in mystery and value. WendigoTea.com.
Your daily game plan for success. It's Sachs in the Morning. Steve Sachs.
Hi, Steve Sachs here with Sachs in the Morning, folks. February 28th. It's the last day of February. Tomorrow is March. Spring is here. Birds are singing. Flowers are jumping and dancing in your flower bed. That's right, spring is here. All right, so anyway, this is Wellbeing Week. And I've been doing a lot of talking already this morning. And so I'm having some Siren Vocal Health Tea from Wendigo Tea to keep my voice in tip-top shape. I love this stuff. It's soothing and invigorating on my throat at the same time. It was specifically developed for people who use their voice or sing or talk for a living, but it's also great at home after a long day. So order some for yourself at wendigotea.com and save 15% when you use the promo code, which is SAX, S-A-X. That's SAX, S-A-X at checkout. You can also find that on the Sachs in the Morning website. The link is right there. So go there and take advantage of that. So if you missed yesterday, we were talking about some of the most important components of life that lead to a feeling of well-being and contentment. And these are outlined in the field of positive psychology by Dr. Martin Seligman. There is an acronym for these 5 components, and it's PERMA, P-E-R-M-A. Yesterday, we talked about the P, which is for positive emotions, and the E, which is for engagement in our lives and activities. And again, these ideas come from Dr. Seligman and were summed up in his article that I found on positivepsychology.com. So in regards to PERMA, the third letter in that, obviously, is the letter R, which stands for relationships, specifically positive relationships. And what this means is cultivating relationships with people where you feel supported, loved, and valued by other people. Research suggests that sharing good news and celebrating accomplishments with people that are close to you and doing the same for them increases intimacy, well-being, and satisfaction. Now, here are some tips to help build those relationships. Number 1, join a class or group that interests you. Ask questions of the people that you don't know very well to find out more about them, and then create friendships with people you are connected with. And lastly, get in touch with people you have not spoken with or have been connected to in quite a while. Okay, now on to number 4, which is the letter M. That stands for meaning. Seligman describes as belonging and or serving something greater than ourselves. This article talks about that having a purpose in life helps individuals focus on what is really important in the face of significant challenge or adversity. Believe me, I personally know lots of people that have been through this part. The purpose in life extends a lot more than just well-being in the moment or right now. I mean, having a purpose in life talks about extended long years in your life that are very productive and fruitful. So having that purpose in life goes a lot further than just in the moment. Now, meaning isn't the same for everyone, but you need a purpose and a passion, whether it's your work or your hobby or spirituality, or maybe you're just volunteering, just something. And purpose is guided by your own personal values. That's how you're going to find it. Here are some tips that the article gives us. Number 1, get involved in a cause or organization that matters to you. Number 2, try new creative activities to find things you connect with. Number 3, think about how you can use your passions to help other people. And lastly, spend quality time with the people that you care about. And finally, the letter A in PERMA is accomplishments and achievements. Reaching goals, pushing through difficulties, and accomplishing things that you set out to do is a big thing to create that sense of well-being. Now, remember, just for you people out there who are accomplishment junkies, this is just one of the 5 important components. There are a lot of people out there who set goals and achieve them over and over again in that attempt to find the well-being. When all of these other factors are missing, let me tell you, it's not going to happen. But for those of you that are too scared or too lazy, and believe me, that's another whole issue. If you're either of those, too lazy or too scared to get up and achieve your goals, you also have to know that you can't leave this component out. The article says flourishing and well-being come when accomplishment is tied to striving towards things with an internal motivation. So fair warning, the goals should be intrinsic in their value, and not just money or fame or something outside of yourself, because reaching these intrinsic goals, that means purpose, leads to a much greater sense of well-being than the size of your paycheck. And also remember, if this is going to be an all-encompassing thing for you, you got to find out what you love first. Then the money comes. Money comes later. It's not going to just pop up right away. Find out what you love to do. So there you have it. The 5 conditions necessary to find well-being from the field of positive psychology, or PERMA. Positive emotions, engagement, relationships, good, not toxic, meaning, and accomplishments. But hang on a second now. There's more. There are other steps to take to maximize the results of these 5 important factors. And that will increase the likelihood that you will cultivate them. But you'll have to listen in tomorrow to hear those. And that is my short for today. If you like what you heard, give us a positive review, subscribe, and share. Also, remember that the Sax in the Morning swag is now available on my Instagram site. Go to saxinthemorning_podcast. You'll see it right there on the Instagram, and just hit the link. Everything's there, mugs, hats, tumblers, you name it. Take advantage of it.